YouTube, it's Kier. This video is really fucking bright. I got the sun like right there. Go figure. So, yesterday in the mail, I got my first bit of love mail from my beloved Cheryl Coyote. Yes, I opened it. Okay, yesterday my baby sister was here, 2 of her friends was here, the boyfriend was home. There was no way I could do a fucking video in this house. And I can't sit there and stare at a package without opening it. I just don't have that sort of willpower anymore. But here is my beautiful little box. Ooh. And on the back, which if you are subscribed to Cheryl's channel, I'm trying to make sure I got this straight, then this will make sense. It says, "Some freaky YouTube love from the pink bowl of happiness." And again, if you're subscribed to Cheryl, you know what the pink bowl of happiness is. And inside my beautiful box, there was a card, which I loved. And I'm going to write you back. I swear. Now, I'm really bad about getting shit out to the mail and all that. But I'm going to rifle through Grandma's old cards because I do the same thing you do about sending cards that say one thing and not for that occasion. Grandma has like a whole stack of old ass cards she never uses, so you may get a sympathy card that says thank you inside. I don't know. We'll see. It's a surprise. But anyway, here is the envelope. Purple, my favorite color in all the world. And here is the cute card. And I'm not going to tell y'all what's inside because we have to have some private communication, right? Like something. Now, Cheryl, if y'all were on her channel, then you know this, but if you're not, Cheryl makes these adorable Victorian looking hearts, and she strings them up to make a banner. And I had told her it would be funny to make one of those that said "fuck 'em" because it looks so pretty and Victorian and like ladylike. And so Cheryl, in her infinite wisdom, made me, oh shit, can I get the whole thing in? There we go. Made me a beautiful Victorian looking banner that says "fuck 'em." I was so happy when I saw that. And she sent me 2 books. Now this one I've already started reading and I love it. I absolutely love it. And Cheryl, you have no idea. I haven't been able to read a book in like 2 months. I go through that sometimes and it's as frustrating as having writer's block, which I'm having at the same time. And it kind of makes me a psychotic bitch, and it kind of makes me want to like slaughter my entire family, even if they're not doing anything. So you probably saved me from killing my boyfriend or my sister or who knows, because I've tried to read Stephen King, I've tried to read nonfiction books, I've tried to read Outlander, which is actually pretty good, and I couldn't get into it. Well, I'm way in deep with this one. I love it so far. And then she sent me, oh, I want the box to fall. Then she sent me this, which I'm going to get into when I'm finished with this one, which I'll probably, hopefully, if time allows, be done with by next week. Thank you, Cheryl, so much. I was so happy to get the box. And it was my little sister who got it from the mail. And my boyfriend comes down and he's like, "What the hell? What do you have there?" And I said, "I have YouTube friends that are better than your friends. See my pretty stuff?" But yeah, I'm so grateful for that stuff. You made my day. Thank you. So, now that we've got the love mail out of the way, my pretty, pretty love mail in the pretty, pretty box. Oh, and I knew, as an afterthought here, I told my sister before I opened it, I said, I know she will have tissue paper in there somewhere, because she hoards tissue paper, and I've seen her pack boxes. And it's so pretty. Can you see the stars? I like it. And I will save it because I do that shit if tissue paper is pretty. Never really use it. I do the same thing with gift bags. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll use this stuff, but till then I save it and it looks pretty, whatever. So it's been about, what, 2 weeks since I last made videos. Yeah, I can't believe that I have any subscribers left. You guys are great because I'm really doing shitty at this whole weekly video thing. But as you all know by now, I'm sure, last Friday the Supreme Court ruled that, you know, marriage equality was given to everybody, and now our homosexual friends and loved ones can go out and marry if that is what they damn well choose to do. I was elated. I cried. I wrote the guy that I claim as my father, who is gay, and I was like, see, now you have no excuse. You need to go get us a really great stepdad, us being me and his actual biological son. He's a hermit, and he lives inside his house, and he hasn't dated in like 10 years, and he lives in an old folks home, and he's like not even 50 yet, and he's lived there for like 14 years now. He's a hot mess, but I love him. But yeah, I was so fucking psyched, because if y'all remember, it's been like maybe 20 years, I think actually exactly 20 years, because I believe it was around 1995 when Ellen lost her original sitcom that she had. Y'all remember that? Because people found out that she was a homosexual, and it's been, what, 16 or 17 years since Matthew Shepard was murdered for being gay. I mean, we're still not at a point where the hate is gone by any fucking means. Anybody who has seen the ignorant ass reactions to this Supreme Court case knows that the ignorance is still alive and well. But I did not know if I would ever see this day in my lifetime. I mean, I hoped I would, and I signed petitions, and you know, like millions of other people, we hoped that we would see it, but I was not sure I would ever see this day in my lifetime. My sister, who's only 19, said the same thing. So it was a big deal. It was a big deal to know that everybody I love can now marry who they love. It was big for me, as I'm sure it was big for many, many others, especially people who were actually directly affected by it. But yeah, and then the horrible shootings. I don't think that had happened yet when I made my last videos, or if it had, I hadn't talked about it. The shooting where the 9 people were murdered by the fucking crazy racist, and oh my god. I guess you have to take the good with the bad, but I personally am like really sick of the bad. The battle with the Confederate flag thing, if you're on my Facebook, you might have seen that I really haven't said a whole lot about that. That's not because I don't agree that the Confederate flag really does not need to be, you know, hanging on up at the State House in South Carolina and Alabama. It is more because it bothers me that in America, when a racially motivated, horrible massacre of 9 innocent people takes place, instead of saying we need to change society, this is really fucked up, people say we need to take down the Confederate flag. Again, I agree, the Confederate flag has no business to, you know, being an official flag of any state. It doesn't. And it has nothing to do with Southern pride. I mean, if individuals want to carry it for that reason, and they're not racist, and it's just their heritage, whatever, fine. But as far as it being an official flag, there's no reason for that. But I am sick and tired of America wanting to attack the symptoms instead of attacking the fucking disease. That's why we are still having people being shot for the color of their skin, and fucking church burnings of black churches. 7 now, by the way, since the shootings happened. Going on 50 years after all of this shit happened in the Civil Rights Movement. We need to change the disease. And I feel like if people had put as much effort toward that these past few weeks as they've put toward the Confederate flag, we might be learning how to educate people and how to enlighten people and how to not keep the cycle of ignorance going like it's gone for so long. But anyway, I didn't want to do this video and be all ranty, so I'm going to stop now. I hope y'all have had a great couple of weeks, and I hope y'all remember to smile.